Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is this week's homework discussion. You will notice that there was not a live option. We have decided to record early because I'm going to be out of town this weekend.
Lucky
and yeah, and we couldn't do it live because that would release homework just a little too early. So I'm going to let Vickie take over first and tell us what the homework prompts are this week.
All right, so you guys get Megan, I think this will be the first time you hear them.
Yeah, and I've got my whips on this table here, and I'm hoping it doesn't fall because it has all my whips.
Okay. So this week we're we should almost be finished with the book or finishing it up if you're reading it. We're diving into Dumbledore's pensives, all his memories. So we're hitting 7 pensives this week, and each one they each require 200 stitches. So you also have to with the names because I am horrible with these names. And I think Jessie Marie, if she watches this, she's just going to go, oh.
Just try. Just give it a go.
I'm going to. Okay, so the first thing is Tom Riddle goes to the first pensive. Tom Riddle goes to his grandparents' house, meets his uncle, can't remember his name, and listen and sees the memory. We actually go to where. Oh no, wait! This is before Tom Riddle was even born. This is when they find out what's happened. His uncle uses the relatio curse, which is where you throw purple sparks and you get release whatever they do. And he was choking someone, so we're gonna stitch the relatio jinx, which is purple, stitching purple.
Cool. Well, I will do 200 stitches in purple. That might trick me, but my next little character in my fairy tale cell is the Snow Queen, and she's purple. So I'll start with that.
And this is all brand new to me, so I'm having to this is base level planning. You guys kind of had some warning. I have none. I'm like,
no, but we normally do our planning video base level, particularly for the ones we haven't had chance to learn about. And we only learned about these ones, Sammy and I, like half an hour ago. So we haven't had a lot of planning time whatsoever. And people like to watch the different way people plan. So it's good to have. Yeah. That's why we like to have different guest artists every time.
I plan with Bert.
And he's serious.
200 apiece?
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll work on my dragonfly fairy.
Ooh,
and work on her sash there.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's the first one I found with purple.
Sammy?
Is this where he meets where Harry first sees Marvolo and realizes, can I talk about book spoilers? That the mom was a squib. Is this the first pensive?
The very first one.
Where the administrative magic goes, and it's the. Is it morphine, like the drug morphine, or is it morphine? Because I'm listening to the audio book.
Morphine.
So I'm listening to the audio book. So I'm like, how do they? Is it morphine? That's the nurse.
Morphine. Okay.
So
okay, go ahead, Sammy.
I think I'm going to work on my guardians because I have this purple guy here that needs to be finished.
Cool. Vickie, what are you going to do?
I am going to work on my Stitchy Box Quaker cakes. I just a year of cakes. And hang on, Bert is like trying to eat the package. And I'm doing the border. So all the cakes will be on this. And I'm doing it in Carrie's Creations purple. So I think I'm going to work on my border.
I've never heard of the Quaker cakes one.
Yeah, you want to see them?
They're really cool.
You want to see them really fast?
Is it going to enable me?
Yes.
Is this something we could purchase?
I think so. I bought them off of a Stitchy box.
I wasn't sure if it was like,
I'll look right fast and see if you can while we're doing this. But like here's January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
I'm figuratively throwing things at you right now, Vicki.
Huh?
Me too.
Hang on, wait till you guys see them. Look, oh, look at that one. September. Wait till you see. Wait till you see October's.
yep, and sold.
November.
No,
wait,
no, December gets me.
Yeah, December's awesome.
I know. Now we all need to know where to find them. So Vicki,
And I bet they're all out of print. And now I'm gonna have to be the highest bidder.
All right, hang on. Let
well,
me
Vicki,
see.
you can look later if you want, and we can put it on the video as a link
Yeah.
if you like. That's probably easier.
Oh, I can look while y'all are talking.
Okay. I
You
might
need
also.
to know what prompt 2 is.
We need to know what
Huh?
prompt 2 is. Prompt 2.
Oh, prompt 2. This is where we're going to the orphanage. And so Tom, we find out in the book that Tom is a collector, and so he likes to collect trophies. So this one is a little different. So you're going to work on the whip that you have that you could enter into a fair or enter into a contest and win a trophy on. The one that is your best work.
Oh, mine's good. Just kidding.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Just kidding.
And I've got to still be working on it now.
Are you saying you've already fizzled out, Lisa? Your best work's done and there's no best work?
There's no more good work available.
It's done. It's all gone.
All right, hold on. I'm going to share screen with you guys because I think I'm the only one who can do that today. 1 second. I'm thinking maybe Where My Heart Blooms, my Blackbird designs, because it's a really nice traditional old-fashioned style, and I'm not too bad.
Yeah,
at
I
that
was
one.
going with that theme too.
Yeah, what you got, Meg?
I was thinking maybe my Rosewood Manor. I don't have the cover, but because it's a Quaker and it's fall, and that's the kind of stuff people seem to like. I don't know, with McKenna, it's been fair domination. They like the weird things, but maybe.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe. And now I'm stuck because with the purple, what about my Hardanger that I've kind of given up on because it's in nothing but purple?
Well, that'd be easy.
Which that's the front.
You need to do your Hardanger when you're stitching with me one night if you're scared, and I'll talk you through it.
I'm so afraid of it.
And I might need to jump back to my Alice for some of the purple if I don't have enough in my Snow Queen.
I'm gonna stick with my theory.
All
But I'm
right,
gonna
Vicki.
do autumn Quakers for the fair. What do y'all think?
Yep, looks good.
Because it's my
I'm-
favorite.
I'm torn because I really love my tiger lily. And I think she's stunning. But I also love my this one, the ball.
Oh, that one. Do the ball.
DMC.
Do the ball.
What do you guys think? The only reason I like, are you kidding me? Sorry.
I know if I say Starry Night, Vicki will tell me to do Starry Night, but
Bert just threw my mouse on the floor. Sorry. That was what that crash was. So it's either one of those two. I haven't decided actually. And the cakes are still available. They're $8 each, or for the set is $81 if you want the whole set.
Okay, thanks.
So I think my choice is going to be Foxview, because I did all my own, like I converted it completely to my own colors. And so I think it would be original and could possibly win something for originality.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
hey, we helped you convert that.
It's still mine.
Vicki, what's third?
Third, we go back to Tom Riddle's family, but this time it's later in life, and he visits not only his mother's house, but he also does some damage and goes to visit his grandparents' house, and where he got his father's house and where his grandparents lived. Really did some damage there and came back. So you are going to be stitching on something involving a human house. It has to be a human house. It has to be a house. You got to stitch on the house.
I would be stitching on the one I just showed you.
Well, on a project with a human house in it, let's say that. You can't stitch on a beehive. You can't stitch on an outhouse. It has to be a house. It can be a castle, but it has to be a house.
Church. That'll be easy.
Yep.
Single.
Okay.
Sammy?
I am.
Oh, it even says where your story begins, and that's where his story began. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I love when you got a double meaning in there. That's awesome. I think I'm going to work on this one.
Nice.
Oh, that's a barn.
That's a barn. That's a house.
Oh. Are we stuck to these? Can we change them if later if I decide?
Yes, you can change them.
My Halloween has a house.
It's a teeny tiny house.
But it's a
know
house.
what it does? But it actually says it's a haunted house for H.
Well, that'll make
So
the Halloween people happy.
house.
And I bet that is a haunted house. Would be a haunted house.
It is too.
Cool.
All right. Are we
Next.
ready?
Yep.
Yep.
So your next one is we go visit Slughorn for the first time. And this one is where Slughorn has the very foggy memory. But Tom Riddle brings him a present. He brings him a crystallized pineapple to sweeten him up, to get him to buy some, to tell him what he wants. So because of that, you are going to have to stitch on a food item you would give as a gift.
On the item itself.
Well, it has to have, the project has to have a food item that you would give as a gift. Something, so for example, I would probably stitch on this again because at Thanksgiving I cook pumpkin pie. I'll make a pumpkin pie as a gift.
Well, you could just do your cake again too.
Or I could do my cakes again because I'm always making a cake for something. Not good cakes, but I make a cake.
I'm going to need help. You guys got an answer before I search for help?
I do.
Yep.
I'm going to bring some cookies.
Oh, cookies. Yeah, there it is. That's better. Beautiful. Megan's hunting. Let's go looking for me.
I'm hunting.
Okay. So, I really don't do food.
I don't stitch food either.
Hey, whoa, go back. That Christmas, doesn't that have gingerbread on it? Can't you take gingerbread something?
Yeah.
Yes.
I also
Okay. I got my what?
It's got candies all over it.
There's
Oh yeah.
candy.
Awesome. All right. Good. Thanks, guys. Stop share. Press the right button. All right. Christmas gingerbread it is.
I have no. Let's see here.
You can choose to pass if it's too hard for now, Megan.
Be thankful's got pumpkin on it.
See you
Hey,
are.
there you
Take
Does that
pumpkins. Yep.
The letters, the words.
Yep.
You could get
I've also got pumpkin swirl.
I like pumpkin swirl.
Amazing desserts by Glendon Place. Does that work?
That works. You take pumpkin scrolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I work on pumpkin swirl. I haven't worked on it in a while.
Okay.
right.
Then our fifth pensive, we go to one of the Hufflepuff's houses, and I can't say her name, and I'm not even going to say her name. I can't say it. But we meet her house elf named Hokey. And this Hufflepuff, the lady we visit, she's a collector, a big collector of things. And so she shows Tom Riddle two of her prized possessions that have to be locked up in a secret spot. So your task is to stitch on something that you collect. The piece must have something that you collect. Look at all those faces.
The brains.
Do out of print charts count?
Yeah.
I
Oh no.
collect a lot of flipping out of print charts. Lady of the flag.
I don't know. Does that count or not, Vicki?
I got it.
Sammy?
Yeah.
I
I think if that's what you collect, you don't have any knickknacks at your house that you always buy.
We do the smushed pennies, but I don't have anything that has smushed pennies on it. She was originally copper.
That works.
As a stitcher, I love to collect DMC. Like, I know I have more than 2 sets. And so, good intentions. Ooh!
Oh.
I may steal your idea.
I think it's better than out of print chart. Out of print chart seems a bit dodgy to me, but I'm not the headmistress.
Stretch.
What do you collect?
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to look and see what I collect.
She collects houses.
I collect houses, that's so true. What do I collect? Well, I collect dolls, and those little people look like dolls and soft toy penguins.
Yes.
That would work.
Could also collect flowers. Some people do like flower pressing.
Yeah.
Does it have to be something that I actually collect, or that's something that somebody could collect?
Could collect.
I could do potentially. Oh, is it going to go in?
Hey, do your fairy moon bird thing. People that like site that bird watch collect pictures of their birds.
I also I collect Disney ornaments. I collect Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
Does anyone buy new Christmas ornaments every year?
I make a million Christmas ornaments every year.
I collect Christmas ornaments.
Okay, so you do Christmas ornaments. It could be something like Christmas ornaments.
So I can do my gingerbread.
I can work on my Christmas ornament. That I'm using.
I also collect anything Disney, so I'm going to work on a Disney Dalmatian.
There you go.
And if people collect bears or anything, I know one of our people was talking about how they collect frogs.
Whoa! I collect dragonflies.
You do.
I can work on my green damsel.
You do.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That one can be so fun.
Y'all are waiting on me. I forgot.
Okay, next. And we're like, Vicki, you gotta tell us.
On our next foray into Dumbledore's pensive, we go to Hogwarts because Tom Riddle comes back and applies for a position at Hogwarts for the Defense of the Dark Arts. After his visit, the Defense of the Dark Arts position was cursed. So they never held on to a teacher more than 1 year for that position. You need to work on a project that is cursed in some way and explain how that project is cursed. And it's just like, oh my gosh, do I have to work on this?
Starry Night. Because I never do it for more than a week at a time. I work on it, then I don't touch it for like forever.
And I don't know about that one for me.
I would have said my hate, but now that I've fixed my problems, it's no longer cursed. It was cursed.
I honestly think
if I curse it when I work on it,
it could. And I think it is going to be a hate for me because It's my oldest hate, and I started it 11 years ago, I think. It's a Winterly heirloom. Those trees about killed me. I have thrown this thing on the. I literally have thrown this thing on the floor, stitching those trees. So that's what I'm going to be working on when I find it. It's in there.
Sorry, Mike.
Mine is my legendary creatures.
Fair
You
enough.
sound so excited when you now announce that you're going to stitch on that.
Yeah, nope.
Guys,
But
these next two
The one
books
thing
for
about
me.
the magical stitches is it keeps making me work on it, so it will get done eventually, even though I dread it every time I pull it out.
These next two books for me are like reading them all from the beginning again because I was deep into nursing school when I read them. So like I read when I was going to sleep, and usually it was fogged by nursing school notes. So it's there, like there are little pieces. I'm like, okay, I kind of remember that. I remember main ideas, but the fact that he applied for the dark arts. Spoiler alert.
Sorry, Megan.
No, it's fine. It's in there somewhere. And once I get to that part, it may pop up. But it's like,
Okay, you ready?
mm-hmm.
Lisa, what did you say you were working on?
I haven't decided
Oh, she
yet.
didn't.
Oh, okay. So the last pensive that we visit is we find out about what was Slughorn's last memory, the one that he had hidden. We realize that Voldemort is scared of dying. So that's why he created the Horcruxes. Did I say that right, Horcrux?
That's right.
Anyway, so I started laughing when we decided on this one. Work on a whip that you don't want to end. What's your favorite whip to work on that you really are dreading ending it?
That's complicated because even the ones I really, really love, I want to end because I want to display them.
What's the one that you were working on that it makes you happy to work on?
Or like when you do finish it, you're gonna miss working on it because you've enjoyed working on it so much.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Just gotta work my way around my driving the vehicle. It's a new computer and I can't drive it yet. Okay, it's this one. My human cell, because I am loving seeing what characters come out each time. And when it finishes at the end of the year, there'll be no more cute characters.
Megan's still thinking. I'm gonna go with.
Oh.
Nope,
Yes.
not that
Deck the halls.
one.
Make it a little lighter, Sammy.
And
Make
she
it
goes
light.
to sideways. Yeah.
If you do the thing and make it go dim, there you go. See? Much better.
Yeah. We've gotten the first 3 parts up here. This is an old picture, and we have 2 more down here. And I'm loving working on this so much that anytime I have to put it up to work on something else, I'm like, I don't want to. So when it's done, I'm gonna be like, I miss working on that every week.
Vicki?
You know, I really think it's going to have to be Tiger Lily.
Mm-hmm.
I love working on her. I think.
Well, it's definitely not George.
Not George. I really want George to be finished.
No,
but actually, believe it or not, I enjoy working on George.
This is making me rethink my whips because I'm like,
But what
know,
about Autumn Quaker?
on.
You're constantly making excuses to work on Autumn Quaker.
You are.
True. Either that or New Beginnings. The one where I'm choosing my own colors.
That's pretty.
Because it is fun to go through and Connor's help. I'm saying, which one of these greens do you want? So That
So-
one Autumn Quaker. I just didn't want to use it again, but my first thought was Autumn Quaker, I have to admit.
All right, it's Autumn Quaker. So you have a bonus question this week. Show a picture. You don't even have to stitch. This is just show a picture of your collection.
Something that you collect. Just take a picture of it.
I can do that. That one I can do,
Yeah,
but not my real collection.
All right.
That one.
Hey, there we go. We collect whips, so any of our whips work.
That's Magical Stitches homework. As you can see, I haven't even got it typed up yet.
Yay! Well, thanks for joining us to go through that, Vicki. Where to next, Sammy?
We are going to Cheryl's group. This week is Frankenstein Castle Week. And I
No.
understand a lot of people are struggling with it. What?
Is Bert being too loud? He's starting his yowling thing.
No,
I
it's
didn't
fine.
hear him.
Okay, so let me know.
Oh, this is going to help me because I'm in Cheryl's group, but
Mhm.
I'm bad to forget that it posts on Friday. And then I remember it like Wednesday that I need to be looking for prompts. And by then I'm like, I'm too far gone.
Yeah.
And I'm ended up not participating, but it's not because I don't want to. It's because
You forgot.
I forgot.
Well, see, I haven't even looked at it yet. So this, as I'm reading it to you, I will be learning. Okay. Frankenstein is a German name consisting of two words. The Franks are a Germanic tribe, and Stein is the German word for stone. Accordingly, the meaning of Frankenstein is stone of the Franks. Work on a piece that is a combination of two words or that has a two-word title.
Gingerbread Christmas.
There you go.
I'm trying to, because I always try to correlate something I'm doing with magical with Shirl. And
Mhm.
Shirl's has I haven't quite got my head around it, but it's a bit of a choose your own adventure this week where you can choose to double your tokens or something, but she's already got a 200, 300 or a 400 token set. So the minimum is 200, which would marry up with Magical Stitches.
Right.
Okay, so Autumn Quaker. That way it
Mhm.
correlates with Magical Stitches.
Yep.
Because I can't do a whole bunch of. Plus,
Tiger
I'm
Lily.
Tiger Lily. Yep. Sammy's laughing. What do you got, Sammy?
Sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies. Awesome.
So it doubles up with magical stitches.
Yep.
So, okay, number 2. It is thought that Frankenstein Castle may have been an inspiration for Mary Shelley when she wrote her 1818 Gothic novel Frankenstein. Stitch on a project that has scared you in some way and explain in your post.
George Washington, because I'm scared I'm not going to meet the deadline.
Scared me.
Well, I mean, it doesn't double dip with the ones I just said, though. I mean, my Haid obviously scared me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to double dip too. Spangled, as much as I love it, had me a little worried that I was gonna fall out of love with the border. Would that work?
Yeah.
That I would get bored on the border, border, haha.
I don't know that I could double dip this one, but Lady of the Flag for me, because I miscounted and messed her up, and instead of pulling, I thought I was gonna have to pull it all out. That made me go into panic mode. I was like, I will never go back to her if I have to pull out that much stuff. So I just fudged it, and that, it makes you anxious, nervous.
Well, I'm wondering, the one that's cursed is very similar to this. So if you can try and correlate your cursed with this one, I haven't picked my cursed yet, but to me, they would be the ones that go together.
Y'all don't know. I'm like, y'all don't know what's. I'm probably gonna change my curse now to Lady of the Flag since I had to restart it how many times?
Yeah.
And then it also scared me after having to restart it so many times. So I was worried about it not fitting. So I may do Lady of the Flag for my cursed.
And double dip it.
And double dip it for this worried about. Because I was really worried about it not fitting on the fabric.
Hey, Vicki, I got an idea for you. You could use Tiger Lily, because you were scared when the dog ate spit everything
That
up.
could be your curse too.
Yeah, it really could.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then you double dip.
Because I had it in a batter bowl.
A batter bowl.
Yeah, I had to put it in a batter bowl to hold on to all the beads and stuff.
Yeah, because Ella chewed up what she had it in, and chewed up the pattern and chewed up the
Chewed it all up. I don't know if I have still a photo of that or not.
I'm gonna read the.
Freaked me out, though.
Are you good?
Me?
Yeah. Okay. On Halloween night in 1952, 3 American Forces Network reporters went to explore Frankenstein Castle for a live radio broadcast. The reporters were told that a local legend named Frankenstein's monster would return to the castle that night. One of the reporters investigated the castle crypt where his boss had set up a statue and rigged it to move and topple as a prank. Reportedly, frightened radio listeners bombarded the station with calls and military police were dispatched to the castle. Stitch on a whip with something you can tie into the police. Use your imagination.
George.
Yeah.
Because they have guns.
And mine's easy. Where are you? Coming back to exactly the same one I talked about. You can't see it here, but in the We Are Humans, there is a French gendarme in the little French Revolution scene. It's probably Napoleon or someone, but he's dressed up like a French gendarme.
Oh, yeah. There it is. There's Tiger Lily.
Oh, chewed up on the floor.
That's what I came home to. Megan, remember that?
Oh, I do remember that.
Okay, so
Go, Sammy.
okay, so for mine, I will use Pretty Little London because you have the little guards there, very similar to police security.
Cool.
Can I use good intentions because we always hope that the police have good intentions?
Oh, hell yeah. That'll work. Says use your imagination.
It does say use your imagination. We also had a suggestion from someone when we were talking about it today. In I don't know in other countries, but in Australia we have a derogatory term for police, and it's a type of animal. So potentially you could stitch with that type of animal.
I wonder if it's the same derogatory animal we have here.
It has three letters.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say it because we're on a YouTube video, and I don't want to be rude.
Agree with that term.
No, but I'm just saying that
Except for when I'm giving my police my police officers who are friends a hard time, then I'll,
I may. Okay, so when we're talking about School Magical Stitches homework, I mentioned good intentions. Megan talked about stealing. Now I may steal good intentions back in the opposite way.
Hey, there we go.
And the police will arrest you for stealing.
Hey, anything you work on, Sammy, counts because you're technically a type of cop, and it belongs to you.
All right.
Because you're not a cop.
That's you, Vicki.
She said George.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How
okay.
George?
Soldiers, they have guns.
Oh.
They serve and protect.
You could also do when that's been in like timeout or whip jail.
Ooh, a UFO. Okay, number 4. Hidden behind the herb garden of the castle, there is a fountain of youth. Legend is that the first full moon night after April 30th, old women from the nearby villages undergo tests of courage. The one who succeeds becomes rejuvenated to the age she had been on the night of her wedding. Choose your oldest or youngest whip and put stitches into it.
All right. Well, that's really good because she made us start a new one last week.
I just ordered.
So I started the letters from Hogwarts.
This one will be Deck the Halls for me because it's my most recent start.
Yeah.
My newest one I don't have enough to finish to do.
What's your oldest? Starry Night?
So I may have then I can't double dip. I had to figure out how to double dip that one, I guess.
You said curse before.
I did, but then I was going to do Lady of the Flag to where I could use it for...
That's true. What about you, Vicki?
Well, my oldest whip is that winter one. Can't say the word.
Fade.
My newest one is what I was sitting here looking at because I really do want to work on this one, and that is Tiny Dancer.
Oh.
And that's what I was checking because Tiny Dancer has purple in it. I was wondering if I could count up to get to the purple without screwing it up because I don't know.
If I finish my newest one, can I stitch on my next newest one?
Yeah.
You can in magical stitches, so I would assume so.
I think anytime there's a finish, you can pick a new whip. I think that's just an across the board thing.
Ouch.
Like next newest whip.
Or next or your oldest one at that point. She's like, I don't want to.
I'm gonna have to do Sorry Night for Curse because that's when I don't want to. Is it? Hey, it is in jail too.
Okay, in 1978, American airmen from the 435th Transportation Squadron, stationed at
So much research.
Air Base, started an annual Halloween festival at the castle, which became one of the biggest Halloween festivals in Europe. Stitch on a piece with an airplane or something that flies. And let me say that we were talking about this one at some point because who was it? Somebody said if I throw something at you, then it's going to be flying through the air.
I was thinking all the times I've thrown Starry Night through the air. Dragonfly here or dragonfly? One of my dragonflies.
Did you do flag because it flies in the air?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm going to do We Are Humans because there's a hot air balloon at least, if not probably a plane.
So if that one doesn't work, I'm probably going to pull out Tiger Lily because she has wings. So let me.
She flies. She's a
I
fairy.
get all complicated and use my my birth sampler because the dad's a pilot.
That might be stretching it.
That's stretching it.
Okay, so Legendary Creatures was the one I was doing for Cursed. It also has a hippogriff on it, and they have wings. They fly. Yep. It also has things with wings. So.
And see, now that we're looking at the shells ones, I may readdress which ones are my magical ones because I really want to try and marry up as much as possible, if possible.
Yeah, because I'm behind on my credit in both groups, so I can get busy.
Okay, so there is a bonus prompt here too. I don't think I can manage this one. Stitch on a piece with Frankenstein. Must be an actual representation of Frankenstein to receive. Look at her. To receive tokens. No alternate stitching.
So hard when you don't stitch Halloween.
I might have that project somewhere.
Don't you have your tiny modernist house or something, a haunted mansion one? Has it got a Frankenstein in one of the rooms?
I don't think so. I think that's that other one.
Oh, bugger. Well, I only have one option.
Just kidding. He's on there.
Yay, you're right. Well, let me show you my one. It's a hard one to see, and you may not see it. When I tried to show people before, they couldn't see what I was talking about. Where is it?
Every time you click, I keep thinking, why does my screen go in the background? And then it's
all right. You can't see it properly. Whoops. Well, what's it done? Okay. I can't point to it, but just here where that white square comes up, that's actually a head, a green head with black, like it looks like Frankenstein's head. You really can't see it on there, but you have to take my word for it. I'm going to take a close-up photo. It's either Frankenstein or the Incredible Hulk. And it's a Halloween dress-up scarecrow festival, so I'm going to go with Frankenstein.
I would have to look through and start a new one if I do that. So
it's a bonus.
It'll depend on whether or not
Sorry, Bert's doing it again.
So that's Shirl's group. What else we got, Sammy?
Does anybody want to update where we're at on the Halloween mystery while I look something up?
Well, depends on what you're up to.
I don't even know tonight's. I haven't even read tonight's prompt.
Well, Megan, you were named. You were the person who found the secret door.
I've already stitched that. That was yesterday.
And then we all combined to stitch the 5,000 stitches. And now you have to do 200 stitches on anything you like to keep the energy to push the door. So you have to do 200 stitches on anything if you were one of the people.
Also, the reason that we had more, not the reason, but they used me as the excuse. My complaining about my room whenever Vickie and I became roommates was the reason. So I am all over their radar, and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Because I have a feeling I may be on the radar later and be blamed for something.
I know that those of us that decided to search for the door, which I know is me and Megan,
And me.
was that, and you, it's 200 stitches on anything, but you also have to include a story of you talking to Kit and the conversation that you had. So, you have
Not me, I'm searching for shoes.
What are you going to do for your shoes then, Vickie?
It says I was blending in to examine shoes. I didn't find anything. However, I did notice the other guests were grilling the people previously met, and I eavesdropped. I have to attempt to stitch on a chart by one of those designers chosen above. If you have a width by the designer of one chosen, you do 100 stitches. Or you can do 300 stitches on anything you want.
Okay. So something else will come at us tomorrow. Who knows what it'll be.
So what is the one where you have to find a pair?
Yes. So if any of y'all stitching on a mirror, I can work on Tiger Lily. If not, I can just do 300 stitches in George because I want to finish the page and I'm almost done the page.
But none of us are doing the shoot. You have to
No,
pair
no,
off.
I got to do one on the top, the 5 that were searching for the door.
So what is the pair one? Who has to do the pair?
I thought it was the shoes. Was it the first one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just read the one I have to do. All right, go keep moving there, Sammy. What's next?
Okay. Okay. I have Enchanted Stitches pulled up. Now, remember, the problem with Enchanted Stitches is they release on Mondays, and we don't do this homework thing until Friday or Saturday. So this is in the past. We just recap it real quick. So they're working on Nightmare Before Christmas. It's week 2. The first prompt is Jack comes upon a forest with many different holiday trees. Which door would you have opened if you found them? Stitch on a piece that ties to your choice. So, like, I chose a Halloween piece because that's, you know, there's a Halloween door. There's a Christmas door. There's an Easter door.
I can work on my Christmas ornament. I don't think I'm in Enchanted Stitches.
Yeah. Jack holds a town meeting to explain all he saw in Christmas Town. The Halloween Town residents are very excited, though they don't really understand. Is there a piece you're excited about without understanding everything about it? The hint they give is mystery stitch-along, so I used Deck the Hall.
I can work on Connie G's Blackwork South is a mystery each month.
Yeah. Sally uses a variety of ingredients in her cooking. Some are harmless, like a basket of goodies she made for Jack, while others are more nefarious, like the spiked soup she made for to make Dr. Finkelstein sleep. This week, you are going to step into Sally's kitchen, cook up something for either Jack or Dr. Finkelstein. Tell us who you are cooking for and what ingredients you are using from your stitched piece. So I used Autumn Reed because it's got a pumpkin on it. I made pumpkin pie with sesame seed or sunflower seed topping because it also has sunflowers in it.
Cool.
I know. I'm so creative. Okay.
Pumpkin swirl because it's a dessert. For Jack because I love Jack. Jack's my pumpkin. Hey, and he's a pumpkin. You can't serve Jack pumpkin. That's cannibalism.
He's a skeleton.
But he's the pumpkin king.
Jack, experiments trying to understand Christmas and decides he wants to try doing Christmas instead of Halloween. Stitch on a piece that is something new for you, which also happened to be Christmas for me. So that is Enchanted Stitches. I think that's it, unless y'all have something for 24 hours of stitching.
No, nothing new.
Ultimate Cross Stitch Group is still doing the pumpkin puzzle pieces, so it's just a daily stitch count.
Oh crap! And I'm behind on that.
And we've got monthlies going for Shirls. The monthlies for Shirls and Magical Stitches both are up at the end of this month, so we need to get onto all of them if we haven't done them.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I'm actually behind in my own group, so.
I'm done with both of them.
Shut up, Sammy.
Bite me. No, I'm sorry.
The only thing I haven't done is the watching of the movies.
Right.
That's all.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, till next week.
Till next week.
Bye, Bert.
Bye.
Bye, Bert. Bye, everybody.